Hit record. I don't know if Garbu's been recording his or not. We just we're literally just after recording the one talking about custodies, and honestly,
the will to live is fading.
Just go watch the video. It's a bit of a rambling mess. We recorded for 2 hours. I don't know how much I've edited it out. We'll just find out. This video is definitely coming out after that one, though.
Yeah.
Because, again, it just makes sense to do that. Shit, bad. DM say, trust me, guys, we will read the thread this time. This thread has actually got quite a bit in it. Maybe. Okay, yeah. It's a big maybe. We're not gonna talk about female custodians in this video. And even if you want to, we're just not doing it, okay? We've already talked about it.
What are your opinions on... Shut the fuck up.
I'm not doing it anymore. I'm finished. Okay, let's do this. I'll start. Okay, so this is my homebrew. Honestly, there is a lot of trash homebrew settings.
There are.
There is, not gonna lie, there is actually a lot of trash homebrew settings. I think the best most people do is like mix and match stuff that already exists. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people like one of the ultimate examples is like, oh, it's like kind of like this anime.
That's like every DM's first sin is, well, it's like this anime. Please don't.
Please, God, no. But like I feel like will be a good example. I feel like not many people play Dark Sun as written. I feel like a lot of people mix and match stuff from Dark Sun and they put it in. Same with Spelljammer. That's another good, official setting that a lot of people like to mix and match from. What would you say, Gerber? Is there any other ones that you can think of that people will take inspiration from or copy and paste wholesale?
The ones that I've seen mostly are just fucking anime plots, dude. I swear to God. Or or like My Hero or some shit, or they go and they dig back where it's just, oh, this is Lord of the Rings, but dumb. Gotcha.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like the best setting that you can just completely run as is would be like Conan, straight up.
Oh, just
I feel like Conan. Yeah, I feel like that setting is one of the few settings that just lends itself perfectly to role-playing games that wasn't actually designed for role-playing games. Like, for instance, Lord of the Rings is not a good setting for 90% of role-playing games. I feel like because all the big, important issues are kind of being resolved. Like, what are you left
by the chosen ones?
Yeah,
I guess I'll go kill some orcs, I suppose. Like, what do you?
Yeah, here's my DM player character, Aragorn. You know what I mean? I don't know. I know there's going to be people shouting at me in the comments like, I've had a great game with my Lord of the Rings set, and it's like, well, I'm sure you've had a lot of fun. I just don't think it lends itself. I feel like you have to work with it a lot more. Is that fair to say? I know it's a bit of a meme, me saying, is that fair to say? But is it? Is it though? Keep going. What's the next one, Garbo?
Oh, right. Can you scroll down? Oh, no, I'm in same post. Gotcha. I'm going to make your character so do dumb stuff when you roll low, like fart.
No.
You're rolling out your one, you pass gas. Motherfucker.
I do stupid stuff. Most of my games are 90% shitposts. Like, guys, I'm not a serious DM. I'm really not. I'm not a serious DM. I'm not a serious player. I shitpost a lot. 90% of my characters are walking shitposts. It's just who I am as a person. Don't judge me. I feel like I can't really talk that much about that post altogether because I feel like I'm feeling personally victimized by that one. Don't worry, no one can die when I DM. Please go away. Things never.
Well, if you play Daggerheart.
Yeah, well, there you go. Go play Daggerheart. You'll be happy with that. What's this? I go complete rules is written, so I'll be checking all attempts to do anything against the book.
Yeah, I always go raw. Just getting you pregnant and raw.
Look, all I can say is I don't even play my own system rules is written, so
grabs game.
Sorry,
guys. Pregnant, go raw.
I know I've met so many guys that take rules as written as like gospel, and look, if you're happy the way you play like that, then sure, why not? And the thing is, I'm sick of having this fucking topic. I really am. I'm sick of bringing this one up. I play war games, rules as written, extreme rules as written. It's a competitive game, but when it comes to being a DM, when it comes to running a game, not all games have the exact rules for it, or people will be like, well, James, you just playing it. Oh, you don't understand the rules well enough, then, you shouldn't be hand weaving anything. You should just... Next post. Let's keep going. The bartender name is Mike Nielsen from the hit TV show Mystery Science.
Welcome to my bar.
Thanks. I hate it.
I'm a scruffy.
You know what? Can we update that to Black Science Man instead?
Black Science Man.
Yeah,
okay,
what do you call him? Neil Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil
deGrasse, whatever.
Yeah, deGrasse.
It's okay. First of all, it's fucking Grassa. All right, it's a fucking E there.
Who was that other guy that like the internet used to jack over, and then he like did that Netflix show, and he turned into a walking joke?
Bill Nye.
Yes, Bill Nye, the science guy. Yeah, he turned into an absolute joke. So he did. Like a lot of people. The thing is, no, I'm not going to bring it up. I feel embarrassed to even mention it. But I, once upon a time, was a big fan of The Amazing Atheist. I'm sorry. I'm really? Myself. I know. I you know what? See the Drunken Peasants podcast. I thought it was honestly it was a great show at the time, at one point, and then it just, I don't know what the fuck happened to it. It just went to shit. It really did. We're not talking about this. We're talking about the thread. We're going to leave the thread today, Garp.
Just read the thread, James.
Okay. So let's see here. Okay, the party's at the dungeon entrance. All right, the party's at a tavern where they're meeting for the first time. So the enemy gets away. The party has been captured. They stole your stuff. It's a red dragon. You're too low level to face it. It mind controls a party member. She's got huge tits and wings at a party. She's got real honking badonkaroos.
Yeah.
She's got huge tits and wings. Ooh. If that phrase tickles your jimmies, if you're a player, you fucking go touch grass.
I love it whenever the neckbeard with the skullet and the old band t-shirt, like the word, like a pure skullet, the long, the overgrown goatee, and the really faded, like, fucking Megadeth t-shirt from like 2003. I just love it whenever he starts flirting with me in character. That's what I love. That's peak for me,
I'm gonna fuck you so hard. Oh yeah, you're gonna do anyway. This character is interested in tagging along with the party. One of our players isn't here, so we'll reconvene next week. Oh god, could you if you have like monthly sessions, oof.
You can't do anything with monthly sessions though. I did when we played Only War. It didn't help that it was a system that none of us were really familiar with either. There
are only some groups that meet up monthly, and I don't know how the hell they do it.
I think the most you can really do is fortnightly is the best. Any more than that, I feel like it just breaks apart, and it's very difficult to get anything going. Let's not talk about this. I'm sure everyone knows the woes of finding a decent party that can actually fucking show up on time. I feel like that's a deep pain that all of us feel.
Let's see. I didn't like how Magic Missile works, so I changed it. Just arbitrary DM changes. Yeah. Fireball does this now. Why? Because I fucking said so. We don't track hunger or encumbrance, but the party is now very hungry. Stop being such a rules lawyer. We're doing it this way.
Don't get me wrong. I feel like bag management is one of the most boring aspects of any role-playing game by like such a big margin. It's not even funny. I just think as long as you're being reasonable, it's okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why just be reasonable. Don't be like, oh, I've got 10,000 pounds worth of iron ingots with me. Do you know what I mean? It's like, don't be ridiculous. As long as you're being reasonable with the DM.
Gotcha, DM.
Yeah. Honestly, no, you go for it.
No, you go for it. Fuck you.
Honestly, it's just, I just feel like it bogs down. It just bogs down the game, and I just don't have the time, and I don't care that much to look over character player sheets. Okay, if I just take them on face value, and if they say that they have something, I'm okay with it because most of the time I remember giving it to them. So that's okay.
You probably had that. Yeah, sure, fuck it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Unless it's like, where the fuck did you get that from? You know what I mean? It's like, hi.
Gerald, how is your character holding 113 HE shells? How does that work there, bud?
Yeah, I don't. It's like, oh, I bought them. It's like, with what money? oh, with this money, it's like, let me see, how much money do you currently have? Yeah, the math ain't working out here, man. Not gonna lie. I'm sorry, that's forfeit.
Rocks fall,
Absolute
your player
forfeit.
dies, be gone, thought.
Yeah.
Steps on mine.
Let's keep going.
Let's see here.
Let's keep going.
I'm gonna make my rolls in front of you all. I don't see anything a problem with that.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be.
Here's my campaign world I worked on for over a year. It will take us 5 years to
no, absolutely not. Go away. I'm working on a.
I'm gonna head out one right there, bro.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be a no from me. Straight up.
5 year campaign.
See the amount of my friends that like most of my friends are in the age group of like they should be getting married and whatnot, and they've been going out with girls for like fucking a long time. Like most of my friends have been going out with girls for like minimum 6 years. Minimum. Most of them, like, we're talking about the same length of time. So like 9, 10, 11 years, whatever. And see the amount of them that are struggling to even get engaged. They're like, oh, I don't know, man, I don't know.
Women are scary.
Like, man, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like you've been together for like 10 years, you know. I think like that's the biggest one that hit me. Like I was never a fan of getting married. I never thought it meant really that much, if I be honest with you. But it meant a lot to Megan. So I was like, right, okay, you know what? It hasn't changed anything. It doesn't change anything at all. I don't think it does anyway, you know. That's me though. Look, but I'm just saying, I know enough people that have a hard enough time. Could you imagine committing to 5 years? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know where I'm going to be in 5 years' time, man. Not gonna lie. Like, you know, anything can happen. Anything can happen. But like, let's keep going. We need to lead the thread after all. We need to give the people what they want.
God, a 5 year campaign. Treat D&D like it's the first thing you want to do. If you miss a game, your parents better have been in a car accident. I'm taking each one of you individually on a solo adventure over Discord. That can get kind of sus.
I don't mind that. I kind of do that sometimes. I don't do like solo adventures. What I do is I just like take, like, instead of giving people notes, I just like drag and drop people out of the game, and I put them in the voice chat. And you know, I would just do that. That would be the closest that I would do. It's pretty fun because it makes the rest of the party paranoid instead of like sending them notes. You know, I just love the dynamic that comes about. It's like, oh shit, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's like, what are you up to? You know, it's like, you got it. Like, there's nothing better than get your players on edge. That's all I can say. Right, last one. What does this say?
Let's see here. The party is split up, so we're doing separate sessions this week. Oh God, no.
No. Well, you know what? It's better than having to sit there and just watch people play for like fucking 2 hours.
That's why you bounce back and forth. You go half hour, boom, 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 boom. You just kind of tap each one, going back and forth.
Yeah, it's honestly, I think that's the main thing for like not splitting the party. It's just more of a pain for like everyone else isn't there. You know what I mean? Like I don't care about.
Like, if you have a couple of fucking brain cells, you can manage it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say skill issue that I suffer from. Then how does that sound?
That works. After I had played an entire turn for a monster, the Polar Master Sentinel player went, "Oh, he walked here. I could have hit with an opportunity attack that would have stopped it at max range and canceled the whole turn." And I went, "No, fuck off. Be awake next time." Yeah, if you if you miss your shot, tough shit, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you fucked up. I'm not going back. You need to be aware of your surroundings. Not everything's on the DM. You know what I mean? I really believe that. Sometimes the players need agency.
Your goddamn anime gotcha game and pay attention there, bot.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's too bad. You should have fucking spoke up about it next time. Let's see. What does he say?
So you see what you see on the battle map. The zombie behind the door had held action hit the person who opened the door. It hits you, then roll initiative. The archer shoots at your full plate paladin. Roll a dex save to dodge the arrow.
Okay. All right.
What? What's that? Right. I just picture like this fucking full plate knight doing like a kung fu backflip to dodge an arrow.
No, he needs to be like it needs to be like the Matrix. What does?
Oh, that's the fucking full bend, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pissed that you reminded me how the game actually works and not my invented, completely unfun and game-breaking way, which I thought was the raw. I will now apply the unfun and incorrect rule only to your character as a punishment. Do
you want to see? Do you want to play? You know, I've got this big character. I've got this great character that I'm going to play for my next game. It's going to be a coffee lock. I hope you guys enjoy. It's going to be so much fun.
That meme.
Yeah, like, do you remember Mystics? Whatever happened to Mystics? I thought, like, I remember everyone darning about them, like, in, like, 2018, and then I've never heard anything about them since. Like, they were an unearthed arcana that seemed to have just been fucking abandoned, I think even Wizards of the Coast knew that they were fucked, though. Yeah. What's this? As you start bickering, we move on. As soon as a bit of character disagreement happens between players, the only delay the problem for leader. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like there is a lot of players that can be antagonistic for the sake of antagonistic. I don't know, I do consider myself a bit of a team player for the most part, just because I feel like whenever you're playing role-playing games, you tend to be living in a world where the world is against you, and if you're not willing to work with other people, you will die. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in a cave and you're surrounded by monsters, you best hope the person beside you is willing to do what you also are willing to do to survive,
If not,
but, of course, but of course, like, players do need to argue sometimes. It is important. Not everything is simple, black and white. Get over yourself.
Watching the kids squabble.
Yes, sometimes it does get a bit boring listening to them. I've had that a few times where it's like, this is going on for far too long. Anyway, what do you guys want to do?
That's fucking Thanos, like, you people and your petty problems.
yeah. Right, what's this one? Stop taking all the spotlight, you. Okay, the NPC tells you, what are you doing here?
Followed by 10 seconds of uneasy silence.
Yeah. I've had that issue a few times. So whenever I was playing... sorry, my throat's fucked. Let me take a Neckbeardia juice. So whenever I was playing Rime of the Frost Maiden, pretty much everyone was playing like some form of it was pretty much an all goblin party or all greenskin party. I was the only human, and it was like goblins, bugbears, orcs and shit. And I was the only one with actually any like intelligence, so we didn't even have like a charisma. No, we had a warlock, but like even then he didn't have great charisma. If I remember, he was still a dick. So anyway, most of the time it fell on me. Like everyone just kind of looked at me. It's like, do you want to do like
you're the front
investigation
man,
then? I said, yeah, and I sometimes it did feel like, am I just taking the spotlight? So there was a few sessions where I did just step back, but because I stepped back, then nothing really got done.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Okay, retard, your turn's over. Get away.
no, but I kind of felt like I didn't want to be hogging the spot because I felt like that's what I felt like I was doing. I felt like it was like 80% me outside of combat, and I just didn't want to be. I kind of felt very self-conscious on that. But then whenever I did step back, everyone was like, James, you're all right today? It's like, you're good. It's like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I just, I thought you guys wanted to. I'm, do you guys want to go for it? I'm going to step back. And I don't know, I thought they kind of got a bit worried about me, not going to lie. We're going to be playing this module. I mean, most good modules are just like adapted. Yeah. I don't mind modules. I'm more than happy we're playing a module. I'm not the biggest fan of it being completely right out of the book. I do feel like if you're going to learn a module, I think you definitely be adapting it and curating it for your players. But I don't think it's that long. Unless it's something by Wizards, then it is long. You should be playing the Bastard and Princess instead, by the way, guys. That's really important. Which is free, by the way.
Play games.
Yeah. Oh, here, Garb, let me send you this. Someone fucking sent me a shrine. Someone made a shrine to the Bastard Princess. So I just gotta. Yeah, hold on. Let me send it to you. Like,
What the fuck?
beside a lighter recliner mug. So yeah, there you go. Do you have a shrine yet? Do you have any of your players sent you a shrine? I'm half expecting
they have.
condom to be like. I'm half expecting like you use condom to be like leaped over the top of the book. Not gonna lie, that would be funny. Anyway, let's keep going. What else do we have? We're
playing an officially printed game setting. That's the thing new. Yes, you can play any character options in any printed material. I don't care about your character's backstory. Only their stats matter.
Mixture of the both. I'm kind of at the point where backstories just don't matter all that much, though, to a certain extent. I think they help. Like, I think honestly, if you're playing a level 1 character, your backstory should just be a paragraph, and that should be it. You know. What would you say about backstories?
I mean, I like the good ones. I'll ignore the bad ones.
Yeah.
So, DM my backstory. Yeah, it sucked. I'm dropping it. Good luck.
Yeah, if your backstory is more than like a page, then sorry, man, I ain't reading that shit. You know.
Well, there's some that just they suck at writing their own backstory. I'm like, wow, this is horrible. Like, I've had a lot of guys, like, I put a lot of thought in my backstory. I'm like, okay, I read it, like, wow, this is fucking dog shit. That was back in the fucking,
it's nice.
the fucking 5e days, too.
Yeah, well, you know, part of it to me as well is I feel like people that put in a lot of emphasis into the backstory, I feel like part of it's a good sign because you want, sorry, my throat's fucked. I feel like you want players to be engaged, you want them to be excited to show up for game night. You know,
the problem is that a lot of guys they would like your level 1 character and it was huge, elaborate, badass backstory. Yeah, he's part of the king's honor guard and has killed hundreds of men. Cool, you're level 1, you know nothing, so you already fucked it up.
Yeah, you fucked it, man. You fucked it. My favorite backstory was Gaza. I really liked his backstory. Gaza, the North FC
fighter, yeah.
Fighter, yeah, a Goliath fighter, and he was literally just a North FC meme. And his backstory was he used to work in a shitty bar, and he has a gambling addiction. And one night he just ended up lifting the till, so he did. And now he's now forced into servitude essentially, and he has to go off and make money. One
day they took my chippy.
Yeah, and his main goal in life is to be able to open his own sports bar with like plasma screens. He wants to open his own Wetherspoons essentially that plays football. You don't have Wetherspoons, never mind, you wouldn't get it. The people from the UK would get Wetherspoons out, so you guys know what I'm on about.
Wait, you're an American, you don't get it, man. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like, honestly, you know, I do feel like every American needs to experience what Wetherspoons is all about, you know, at least once. Wetherspoons it's his own type of bar. It's so different. You're never going to go to a bar like Wetherspoons because it's so cheap. It's got no music, atmosphere shit. But like, fuck me, is it fun, man? That's all I can say. Best bar in the world, Wetherspoons.
Your Honor, I cast Okie Dokie Artichoke.
Yeah, okay, look, let's keep going. GM screen, fuck off. Battle maps are great.
I like battle maps. Fuck you.
Battle maps are the best thing ever. If everything's theater of the mind, suck my dick. That's the best thing. Like, see if I show up. See the same thing. See a war game. See if I show up and there's shit fucking terrain. I'm sorry, it's going to be a shit game. I want good terrain. I want stuff to look nice. Okay. I like to have a nice visualization. I don't want to be asking the DM 21 fucking questions. Oh, can I flank them here? Can I do this? You know, can I grab this bookshelf and pull it down in front? Do you know what I mean? I'm not asking the DM fucking 21 questions. I want to have a battle map. All right, leave me alone. Random tables being used for anything. Some people do take random tables to the next level.
My 1,000 random table roll.
So there was one random table that I was working on that I kind of had to question myself with, and it was a random table for my Darklands, totally not Mordor, totally not Chaos Dwarf from Warhammer Fantasy, Valley of Doom, do you know?
Yeah,
and part of it, I was making a weather table, and of course, you got to put on the weather table like Rain and Blood or like acidic rain and shit like that. But they have actual like effects in game. They're not just like it's delivery today. Do you know what I mean? Like most of the time, like weather tables are just fucking pointless. But like, at least there's goals connected to that, So hey, miniatures, suck my dick. What is wrong with this person? Laptops, tablets, phones being used to play. I'm okay with that. Dice towers, yep, they are shit. Concealed dice rolls, yeah, they're shit as well.
So the only two things are dice towers and concealed rolls. I mean, I get that, but sometimes a tablet is easier than fucking paper. You don't kill trees. Fucking, I want to use that battery that those little fucking slave miners in Africa dug a goddamn cobalt for. All right, I want to use it. I use that shit.
Yeah. Honestly, I do feel like sometimes people do take phones to the next level. I don't mind a character sheet being on your phone, but like, see if a player is just like fucking sitting on their phone the entire game, like fucking talking to randos on fucking Discord or something mad shit. Sort your life out. Get out. Go away.
Bud, you want to fucking pay attention? Thanks.
Yeah, call me a fucking zoomer. I like using laptops and tablets. Okay, leave me alone. And if you're not using miniatures, you should check out fucking paper minis.
Man, nice plug.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you should be doing it too, man. You should be doing it too. You should be getting in there with like playing official printed. Well, I suppose your one's not printed, so it counts. It's
still counts. It's gonna get there.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's out. I know, and more people should be playing the Veilers because it is a great setting, and also honestly, the rule set is very applicable. Honestly,
that I don't bend the fucking knee.
Yeah, so there you go. That's also a good one. Keep blowing off commitments with friends that you had scheduled. That's a fucking pain in the dick, so it is. I get it. Sometimes things happen.
Shut up, people calling assholes. I'm inviting you. Like if you say sorry, I can't make it 6 times in a row, you're not getting invited back, brother. You're like, you're fuck you. You were out of here.
Yeah, if you're not going to show up, then that's going to be a no. Although, oh no, never mind. I won't bother with that one.
Roll persuasion. Fuck yeah, nat 20. Bro, she accepts your proposal. The whole nat 20 things have really been blown up proportion.
It has. I love nat 20s in combat. I do like, the idea of like striking a critical artery, for instance. Like, if you hit an artery, you're going to bleed out very, very fucking quickly. Even like, let's look at like, I've been working on my naval rules quite a bit recently, and honestly, I think they're the only time. What?
That's a belly buttons, huh? Naval. Get it?
What do you mean belly button? Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. We don't use. Yeah. Well, we don't really use naval as like the I don't know. I would only say belly button. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, like a critical hit. You ever watch like a battleship get hit and its magazine goes up and it fucking explodes like straight up? Like it's actually like it actually like flies. Like it's insane. It's mad. Like honestly, I love those sort of videos though. They're hard to come by, but like it's the only time it just doesn't feel like tanks you get that critical hit with, even though you should. Like but I've seen like so many like Russian tanks exploding and they just don't seem to have that.
The fucking space program, yeah.
Yeah, they don't seem to have that same effect that battleships just do. I think it could be the effect of the water adds to the effect of it actually just fucking disintegrating, like absolutely being vaporized, But like, hey, let's keep going. But here, I rolled nat 20. That means, Garbro, you need to suck my dick. In character, of course.
That's it, GM. Now fillet my balls, you storytelling fuck. I rolled the funny number.
Yeah,
never
over.
Ends,
I rolled what comes with a 5% chance. So there you go, man. There you go. Mind you, I actually got it the other way around not that long ago. Someone was complaining at me. So I've got a critical hits and a critical fumbles table. Yeah. And they were okay with the critical hits. So they were, but they didn't like the critical fumbles. And they said, because like on one, and it's a dice roll, so it is. So and they said it happens 5% of the time. I was like, no, it doesn't, because if you fumble, that's only 5% of your time. And then it's a D6 table. So it is after that. So like even then, it's like a fucking less than 1% of the time that something like this could happen. You know what I mean? So like, it was like fumble your weapon or whatever, or like somehow, and there's like, they were trying to say, oh no, but these are professional soldiers. Soldiers in World War One, I don't know if you can call professional soldiers, man. Just put that out there.
The ones that survived are professional, sure.
Yes, the ones that survived, but there was an awful lot of them that did not know what the fuck they were doing, and that's all I can say. Let's keep going. World War One bingo card, am I right, guys?
Could you imagine like a Neckbeardia bingo card? James says World War One's are fucking free because it always happens.
Yeah, well, look, I've been working on Death March recently, so it's going to happen more and more often.
It's on the brain, okay? Bro. I got trench on the brain. I got trench brain.
Yeah. You know what's actually really annoying me now? I was watching. I tried to look something up. I was trying to find like a new World War One documentary to watch the other day, and every single one I watch, it's so fucking boring. I know everything. You know, I've hit that point where I can't find a good documentary, and I even find it hard to find ones with like good new footage. It feels like I'm watching the same fucking shit, documentary. Yeah. I cannot. I'm at the point where it's like I'm just gonna have to start reading more. You know, I'm at that point where I just I do feel like journals are the best. So see like first-hand accounts. If you guys haven't, go fucking read The Devil in the Drum. It's outstanding. It's one of the best accounts I think of World War One. It's one of those ones where everyone will always be like, well, you know, Storm of Steel is a definitive, and yeah, I would agree with Storm of Steel is amazing. But
bro, you like literally as hear like the track get laid down, choo choo, back to World War One, bitches.
Like all I'm saying is, can any of you guys give me any recommendations for like books to read or anything, like any audiobooks in particular? Because audiobooks I have a lot.
One guy, you can try reading the fucking thread, James.
yeah, you're right. Okay.
Oh, character has one dose of any drug, including alcohol. Have to make a save. LOL. Now you're addicted. Yeah, that's a. See. In my game, we use a scaling for addiction, so it's a very low DC. But the more drugs you take, the higher the DC gets to not be addicted. But a lot of games you fail once. You know, it's like fuck me, dude. It's not black tar heroin. Goddamn.
I mean, like, you know, you look at the opioid epidemic in America. Could be. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We'll do one or two more.
Control monsters. This includes all ongoing effects. Gauge how the party's doing and might adjust future difficulties to keep things interesting or give them a bit of leeway so the game doesn't turn into a slog. Have a real orientation on where the party is they're facing and such describe the environment as they should see it so they don't get lost on meandering descriptions. Remembering all the rules, order of play, and turn sequence from the NPCs and players both. Remember ongoing conditions and effects on characters because players are incapable of remembering anything beyond roll d20 and add strength. Player, remember that.
I don't see this. Like honestly, that's pretty. Honestly, that's probably the best DM advice I've seen in a while.
I know, it's fucking on point right there.
Yeah, like, I think all that. I don't think any of that's wrong at all. One of the biggest problems I have with role-playing games is sometimes combat does turn into a slog. And let's be serious, sometimes you hit a point where it's like, yeah, this is going fucking nowhere,
that's why you increase lethality and it becomes a very, very quick thing. But
and that's why you should check out Dyson Demons
or the Villager
combat. Yeah,
please, I need to afford meat later. Buy my book.
Yeah,
I'm tired of eating dead crows on the side of the road. So, player, remember that once a day I can cast Smite Evil. Oops, I forgot. I did it twice. Welp. Remember that attacks of opportunity when enemies move in my range. Oops, I forgot. Can we go back 4 moves so I can roll and fish for 14 damage? Fuck off, Platoids.
Yeah, sometimes I get that.
Most base post in thread.
You know what? Do you want to hear a funny one? Actually, I'll tell you this one. So I will. You know what? Penji's going to hear this. So he is. So I know you're fucking listening, man, because he was messaging me about Burger Punk. So he was the other day. So he was begging for a Mexican Mexican migrant background. So he was just like, yeah, just like me.
What's this class called? A gate hopper? Yes, that's for someone.
Yeah. That's me. Trust me, I'll give you all the backstory. James, he was saying it was funny.
What the fuck's a goddamn coyote class? Well, you see. Anyway, go ahead.
So this was the last playtest of the Bastard Princess. I playtested it a few times, and this was the last playthrough. I was playing on the Gumroad server, and I asked the guys, like, you guys ready? We're going to play Dyson Demons. We're going to be running this as a playtest, so, you know, we'll just see what happens. If you're up for it, just show up. 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. GMT.
Be there or be gay, that kind of shit.
Yeah, and, you know, there was a few stragglers, but a few people showed up, and Penji showed up, and I asked him, like, what are you playing? He says, a monk. And I'm like, okay. And I really, no, I was really confused by that because there's no monk class and Dyson Demons.
Okay.
but I was in the middle of combat, so I was like, okay, I'll worry about that whenever we get back around to that. You know what I mean? Like he just showed up and he was late by like half an hour, so I was like, right, okay, sure, whatever. I'll get back around to that. And he starts saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this." It's like, wait, what are you doing? And he's like, "Yeah, I got characters here." I asked, I was like, show us your character sheet here. And he sends me this character sheet. He's like, "Yeah, this is 5th edition." He's like, "Oh yeah, why? What is this? Like, we've got Dice and Demons." What kind of like fucking game?
I give inspiration. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I thought it was funny, but yeah, I just give him another character sheet. It's like another pre-gen. It's like, here you go. This is Cousins of God.
I played a monk. Okay.
Yeah, he's also the character that fucked the hag, by the way. So there you go. He also fucked. Well, he didn't fuck. He got fucked by Lee Lesnar. So he did in my Cyborg game. So yeah, that's a thing. He did get his dick though, and he did steal it, and I think he took it as an implant. So that's a thing. It wasn't the right color though.
I don't know how to digest that information you just gave me, but I'm going to say that's nice, sweetie, and we're going to move on by that.
Well, look, this is why I can't. People say to me, "James, you should go live stream the all game." It's like, yeah, this is why I can't live stream the all game. Okay,
I'd take his penis. Fucking pardon? I said I'm stealing his dick. I like a cock. G takes it.
Nice cock. Yeah. Well, to be fair, they stole his spine as well, so they did. So
imagine if you're in Cyberpunk and your goal is to steal a dick, so you have like a fucking vice grip, like fucking bussy, and you fucking rip his dick off.
Well, what the tech was, it was kind of like one of those like. One of those like chainsaw decks that goes like one of those. Have you ever seen those like ratchet ass looking?
No,
things?
I don't know I've never seen a fucking chainsaw dick before, James.
Hold on, chainsaw.
I don't want to see a chainsaw dick, James.
Dildo.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Yeah, it looks well. This isn't what I'm thinking about, but like, I'll just send you this one. You get the idea. Yeah, it goes like it goes like it's like it's like a chainsaw body, but like it goes in and out, so it doesn't go like an actual chainsaw.
I don't.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, lead the thread, guys. Lead the thread. Am I right?
I want to click this. What the fuck? Homelight Ash Destroyer from the Dildo Depot. Anyway, okay. Scroll on down there.
Yeah, last post. We'll do one more, will we?
So it would be something I might pull, to be honest. Now that I think about it, it would be pretty funny. But I would only let them get that surprised after a few failed rolls. I think I meant that a bad DM wouldn't be able to conceive a concept where during the mad gallop through a hurricane, they might stumble into a rad wasp nest, or if they hunker down a bunch of fleeing wasps tearing through the camp, or during a fight with wasps, the hurricane starts rolling in. Recent adventure. Players are tribals living in the plains of Kala. Do some sacred mushrooms with the shaman of the village around a horse dung fire. What a phrase. So,
okay.
Do some sacred mushrooms with the shaman of the village around a horse dung campfire while the shaman plays with his bones and
leads the future.
I hope he means like his reading bones, right? Not like his.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say it's seer, like,
Okay, yeah. I was like, you ever just take mushrooms and fucking work your dick around a horse dung campfire with friends and reads the future? Sent out to hunt a Deathjaw who's annoying a neighboring tributary tribe. First day, critical failure weather roll. Here comes the hurricane. All 3 players fail the check to notice the changes in pressure, etc. Hey, it's getting cloudy outside. I wouldn't worry about it.
I mean, that can happen. I suppose, people can't get hung up by, flash floods and, it can happen, okay? I'll give them that, at least.
Hurricane hits, horses braying and hurting themselves on their ropes. One player can't calm down their horse. It really hurts itself, and to keep things moving, I say it suffers from nervousness forever after the day's events. They decide to try and ride to the center of the hurricane, getting radiated and pelted by debris. They ride into a small grove of man-eating plants that try and shred them as they go through, part of the random table, and manage to dodge through the shredding foliage. One guy gets clipped by a leaf but manages to stay saddled. Clipped by a leaf? What? Get into the eye and they hunker down after making a more sturdy shelter and let the rest of the hurricane pass over. Fright checks all around to keep calm as the back of this hurricane passes over. Make some random rolls behind the scene to decide which way and how far they're off their planned route. Stop the session for the night and have a good Lost in Florida material for next time that the more survival-oriented characters can show off their stuff. I mean, so even you can use random table events to build on a story for sure, yeah.
Sweet. random tables are great. I like them. Sometimes they are overused, but like you don't have to use them for everything. But I do think they should be the backbone for most games.
I think those that can't work with them are again kind of a fucking skill issue. Like, just be better, bro. Like, fuck.
Yeah. Honestly, I would just agree with that. Sometimes they are overused. You don't need a random table for absolutely everything. A lot of the time, when it comes to like printed adventures, if they have a random table, I will just pick the one that I like the look of the most. You know, that's the default for me anyway. You know. But I do like random tables. I think they're great, and I really do wish more people would use them. Because again, you know, you should check. You should check out the gas station after hours. It's a big random generator.
Yes, the random table, the game.
Yeah, pretty much. Although I must say, I haven't sold a copy of that in a long time now. But honestly, like, you know, what do you expect? We did the Kickstarter, and then, like, you know, everyone that was interested in it bought it. You know what I mean? Like,
you haven't done the ads for it, though, have you?
Nah, I haven't done ads for it in a long time. But I've still got like maybe 50 copies sitting about. And like, you know, once they're gone, you know. Should I do a sale? I might do a sale just to get them out the door, actually, and split it up with the rest of the guys. Will I do that?
Might as well.
Yeah, sure, fuck it, I'll do that. Yeah, you know what, I'll say to all the guys, I'll get them together and we'll do like a big sale and we'll sell them for like a tenner maybe.
I'll get the boys together.
Yeah, no, because we're going to be doing the deck of triggers very soon, and I don't want to be doing any sales before this crowdfunding goes up. I'll do it afterwards though, just to get rid of the books.
So is there any current like pushback on the deck or no?
No, I'll put them up on screen. No, actually, I think
you guys are racist.
The only pushback I've seen is some guy said half of these are really funny and the other half are like stuck in like 2016.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Culture War. But that was about it. Like, you know, which I don't think applies to my card, so that's all I can say. Like, you know, the thing is, like, you know, we say it's our deck, but it's really not, because I've only done 5 cards for the deck. I'm more just like managing it than anything. We've got a few people. Will I say who all's involved in it? And we'll just talk about the deck of triggers for the last wee bit. Yeah, fuck it, let's do that. Because it's going to be about very soon. So, we've got 5 cards. 5 cards are done by the Ledgum. 5 cards are done by... So if you don't know the Ledgum, they got banned. We did WhEn. We've actually done a couple of reviews of their books. They're really dead on, guys. Oh, guys, it's a man and wife duo, so it is. We got Bill, the Dungeon Delver. If you're interested in, like, news and current events that's goings on within like roleplay and hobbies in general, I think Bill's the guy to go to. I like him. He's a proper grognard, so he is. He's one of those diehards about advanced D&D, and that's it for him. He's like, fuck you guys, I'm playing that, and that's my game, and that's it. Honestly, he's very knowledgeable. I quite like him. Paddy likes to get into arguments with people. He's kind of like you, Bruce Lee is, where I just see him like fucking getting into.
Yeah. Well, me, it's just like I just don't like. You can just ignore them. Yeah, but I want them to know how retarded they are, so I want to point it out to them.
Yeah, I see Paddy doing that as well, but I think Paddy's slowed down on that. He's a really dead on guy though, so he is. But you know what? I really like him. He's got very strong morals when it comes to certain things. You know what I mean? And I really like him. His cards are quite funny. So we got the Ledgum, we got Bill the Dungeon Delver doing 5, we got Paddy doing 5. We got the only person that you guys might not know is Job. Job's doing 5. He wrote the Book of Antithesis, which I absolutely love. It's probably one of my favorite RPG books ever. I really enjoy it. But he's more of like a lighter. He used to be on Inappropriate Characters, and he was quite mean to Garbrew, so he was. So that's the thing. I don't know why. He actually was. Like, they were really nasty to Garbrew on that. Like, I don't get what the fuck that was all about, if I be honest with you.
Like, I still don't like Job. Like,
yeah,
I know we're working together, but like, I don't like you. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't. You know what it is? I think it might have been Pumpkin was getting upset because it was like your first Kickstarter, and you've done like way better than what any of them guys have done. Not gonna lie, I think that's probably could be there. Diversity and Dragons, he's doing 5. His ones are really good. I went on his show not that long ago. Garbrew, you should go on actually. I can't say his actual name, but DD is pretty dead on, so I really like him, so I'm very fond of him. He's got a decent sized channel, very culture war stuff, so if you're not into, like, that's all he does really, is really culture war stuff and some like current events sort of stuff, but that's the bulk of it. Lord Matthias, he's more of a lighter, so he is, but he does have a YouTube channel. You should probably check him out, but he's probably the smallest YouTube channel, I think. Yeah, he probably would be out of people that have YouTube channels, but I would call him more of a lighter. He mostly just likes to talk about his thingy is his adventure, that thingy of elementals. I can't remember the name of the adventure. We got Grim Jim. He's doing 5 as well. You should probably know Grim Jim by now. We actually talked about him in the last video, and we've actually talked about. Feels like we're talking about Grim Jim. I like Grim Jim. Everyone hates Grim Jim. I feel like it was Snake did said that to me. It's like, James, everyone you seem to introduce, you say everyone hates them, but you like them. And that's like, yeah, I kind of have I have a weird affinity though for people that like if they're universally hated by so many people, I'm like, they must be onto something.
See, if they hate you, I'm gonna like you. So it's one of those things, you know.
You must be onto something. We got Mad Scribe, the publisher. I've gotten a few gotten a few articles. Garbo, have you got something?
I did an article and I gave him a battle report as well.
Oh, is it in for the next one? Because I think he's finished the 5th.
I guess, I don't know.
5th issue. I'm just
patiently waiting. So that's all I'm doing. Like,
yeah, well, hopefully it'll be in it. And then Giant Slayer is going to be going to be doing the crowdfunding. Although I don't really know because I'm having a hard time getting a hold of the guy. But I know he works like 80-hour weeks, so he does, and he's got like 3 kids.
Skill
so
issue.
You know, well, he's you know what I mean. The guy is like actually got like a life online, like outside of online. So it's. Either we're going to be doing it on Giant Slayer or we're going to be on Neckbeardia because there's no way I don't want to get banned off Kickstarter, guys, okay? Simple as. Well, I've never been banned off Kickstarter. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah, and we might be inviting up to 10 more people, but they're only be doing 1 card each, so that we've got 50 cards. 10 of these cards are promo, and we're not going to share. We're just not going to tell you guys what the other cards are going to be, partly because I want to keep an air of mystery. One of the biggest problems I feel like with a lot of, especially like the deck of triggers, everyone knows the cards in the deck of triggers, but this is going to be a very limited edition item. Like, you know, once we do this, we're not going to be selling this on. Like, I don't even plan on selling this on my website after this crowdfunder. Whatever people order from the crowdfunder, that is it. And then I'm going to divide up whatever decks we have left over between everyone involved, and they can do with them as they will, but they'll be very difficult to get your hands on. So if you want to get your hands on the decks, you're going to have to do it on the crowdfunder pretty much.
If you want to grab our decks, better get in line. So
yeah, well, I don't want to. The problem is, see, the thing is, we've got that many people involved in this that I don't want to be managing other people's money, so I'm just not going to be managing it. You know what I mean? Once we do this crowdfunder, that is it. So it's a one-off item. Does that make sense? That also, I think.
Why are you so lazy, Neckbeardia?
Well, you should back the crowdfunder. But we will be getting another 10 people in, but they're only going to be doing 1 card each, and even then, that's going to be stretch goals. So if we hit, I think we agreed on it. If we hit 10,000, we'll add another 5 riders, another 5 cards, and we hit 15,000. We'll do the same. We'll add another 5 cards, and then we'll just find out and see what happens after that. But each new person's only getting 1 card because we've only got 1 artist for it all. And you know, again, he's got a family, he's got a full-time job, and he's got 2 kids. One of the kids is like 1.5, and the other one's like 4 or 5. You know what I mean? So like, what can you really expect? Also, he lives in the 3rd world, South Africa. I call him my white devil. Anyway, look, that's it. Yeah, I call him my white devil. Sure, we've been playing with him. He's been it's Termal, so it is. It's Termal from we were playing Helldivers with him the other night, Shark.
Yeah.
You know, you up for Helldivers tonight? Right enough.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, we'll find out. Anyway, that's everything. What's the worst thing you've ever heard from a DM? My worst one is I showed up on game night, and it was one of those like, oh, like this is going to be like a get to know everyone, like a bit of a newbie session. I showed up, and the guy had half his head was shaven, and the other half of it was pink hair. That was. He didn't even need to say anything. I didn't get along with him. I mean, I think it was just a tism with him, honestly. I really tried with him, but like there was something about him. He was just dead fucking snipey with me. And I was just like, yeah, I just can't be dealing with this. You know what I mean? What's the worst you've had then, Garbo? What's the worst thing a DM's turned around and said to you? I have had one person say unironically that TPKs and deaths are extremely problematic in tabletop games, and the guy was being 100% serious about that, by the way.
Thing is, I've only been a player only a few handful of times, it seems like, in the last 10 years. I've been a DM for so fucking long, I can't actually think of the last time I actually had a talk. Like, I remember I played a short little game with T-shirt, and he was fine. Nothing really happened there. But like, well, I can't think of a time where like I was like, ugh, this DM, because I can't even remember the last time I was a fucking player at that point. Shit.
Well, Garbo, you know what's going to have to happen then? I'm going to have to DM you your first game of Dice and Demons, and I've got this perfect setting. It's set in India, so it is. You're going to love it, man. Right, anyway, enough of that. Like, I hope you guys enjoyed this one.
Shit adds flavor to your food, sir.
Yeah, exactly. What are you on about? Like, go swim in the Ganges, man. What the fuck? Did you watch that video with that Scottish guy that fucking drank from the Ganges? Mate, no way. Sort your life out. No way. Anyway, I don't know where else to go with this. Let us know what the worst thing a DM has ever said to you, or what is something that you used to think as gospel, and then you started playing, or your DM.
What did you once believe when you're playing your games?
No, but like, Garbu, do you have any examples of that? One of my ones, I think, was Fudge and Dice. I think Fudge and Dice. I used to be of one that Fudge and Dice was okay, and it actually just.
I once thought that every player deserved a chance, and that died quickly.
Yeah.
Some of you fuckers need to die in game and just get fucking your shit stomped in.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that. But I definitely feel like Fudge and Dice was something once upon a time that I genuinely believed as a good thing, and I'm now at the point where dice should never be fudged under any circumstance. What is gold, and that is it. You know.
I'm trying to think the last time that I rolled behind a screen, and I've been rolling every dice. I think for the last 3 years I've rolled outside screen. I'm pretty certain. Whereas in the
I have rolled behind a screen before, but that's mostly because I have my notes behind the screen.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, it's not that I'm trying to hide the dice rolls. It's more I'm trying to hide my notes. You know?
Don't look at my notes. It's my notes.
Oh yeah, okay. Notes falls out of
my
pocket.
Notes.
My spaghettis. Anyway, look, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let us know what you think down below. Tell us why we should keep to the thread more often. And why James is totally wrong about World War One and he doesn't know what he's talking about. Why Garbu's a stupid fucking redneck. And we should totally take his guns away, guys.
I can't stop sucking dick.
Yeah, anyway, look, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let us know what you think down below, and we'll see you next time.